Welcome to my pigsty of a plant room. I think this is gonna be somewhat of like a shortish vlog thing, maybe. So the majority of the action is gonna be taking place tomorrow, but I need to hop on camera to kind of fill you guys in on what's going on, otherwise it's not really gonna make sense. And also, by the time you guys see this video, all these events will be long past. I am like 3 weeks ahead now on YouTube, just preparing for my holiday. So by the time you see this, I'm gonna be long gone. I'm gonna be in the UK, hopefully eating a Greg's sausage roll. I mentioned in last week's video that Charmaine and I are going to be helping Lauren do an Instagram live sale, and that's taking place tomorrow. So kind of very similar to what we did for the last Tropicals pop-up, where we sold all the leftovers that didn't sell like with the in-person shoppers. So what you do is like you watch, we tell you the code, you claim it in the comments, and then Jose, who's one of the staff, will confirm with you that you won the plant. Except this time it's not imports. This time it's Lauren's like shop plants, so it's open to the US and Canada. And she invited Charmaine and I to both bring plants of our own to sell. So that's what we're here to do. I'm showing you what plants I'm bringing to the pop-up. So here is a bin of Hoyas. If you guys watched a video, I think it was like a long vlog a few weeks back, maybe like 4 or 5 videos ago, I took a pair of shears and just like hacked away at my Hoya cabinet. It was growing like a forest of vines. So since that video, I've had them in water for the most part, and then I potted some of them in perlite, and then I just yesterday potted the remainder of them into like a perlite pond mix. I also have some cuttings rooting in water. I also have another plant. So let's start with the Hoyas. Okay, where are we gonna begin? I'm not gonna show you all the duplicates, but I have like a crap ton of Hoya villosa. This is like one of my favorite Hoyas because of how easy it is. Like you can see it's already, can you see it? Wait, am I showing you the right side? Yeah, it's already rooted quite well. This one rooted like within a week in water, and then I potted it in perlite, and yeah, it looks like all of the cuttings have rooted, and maybe, yeah, they're starting, some of them are starting to pop leaves, and the mother plant has already popped a leaf. So this is a super easygoing Hoya if you like fuzzy. It's got like the most fuzzy, soft backs. It's like, I haven't said this in a while, it feels like My Little Ponies. Like, you know, like My Little Ponies has like glossy version and like a fuzzy version. It feels like the fuzzy version. If you can see the delicate little hairs, and then it has this like kind of reptilian but very round and juicy looking leaf. So I have like, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 of them. Hopefully people are into this one, because if it doesn't sell, then it's probably gonna just like sit in the shop for an eternity. This one is 2 cuttings of what once was a Wilbur Graves, like a Russian Wilbur Graves, but now it's just like a really cute kind of rounded small leaf carnosa with lots of speckle. It's really, really pretty, and it's a pretty easygoing Hoya because it's carnosa. Oh, I also have this Hoya SP Aceh. It's just a undescribed Hoya from Aceh, is what Jing told me, but it's also a very pretty one. It's one of the thinner leaf Hoyas, but it's a little bit dumpstery, a little bit reptilian, but in a kind of like an elegant way. And I find this Hoya actually grows pretty fast. It's one of the faster growing Hoyas, and it's pretty thirsty. If you can kind of see that the leaves aren't as like thick and succulent, but I really like this one. I think this one is not quite so rooted. I only potted it up yesterday and had like very light roots on it, so we're gonna sell it as lightly rooted. A couple of Hoya SP Germany. This was another Hoya I got from Jing. Look at this leaf, it's so stinking pretty. Look at this one. This one's a very good cutting, although I'm probably gonna cut off, yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. So it had this long vine when I first chopped it, and I tried to loop it around in a way that it wouldn't kill the vine, but it did. So you can see the vine comes up here, and from this node onwards, the vine is dead. So we're gonna chop that off so it actually looks much better now. I think it is, yeah, it's rooted. Woohoo! I think this is not a like slow growing Hoya either. Although take everything I say about like speed of growth with a grain of salt, because I don't really watch my Hoya collection like a hawk, so I don't really have a good sense of how much time has passed in between leaves. But this one is absolutely gorgeous. And this one is not as gorgeous, but definitely has the potential to be. This one's not rooted. This one is rooted. It's been in perlite for longer. This one just been sitting in water, like in my kitchen with no light. This big guy is what was sold as Hoya macrophylla. It's very juicy, it's very big and a little bit splashy, but it's hard to not get the glare on it. This one actually is quite a fast grower. I imported it as like 3 or 4 leaves and it just like grew up the entire length of the cabinet. It did take like over a year to do so, but as far as Hoyas grow, it's kind of like a steady grower. I have just one Hoya callistophila. I know there's like short leaf and long leaf. I feel like this is long leaf because like the original leaves on it were humongous, and I've just been kind of growing tiny little leaves, and I think it might be due to like being in higher light because I have this like right up against, I think they're Monios T8s, so 25 watts or 24 watts, and they're like almost touching. This little cutie, oh my gosh, this is Hoya pachyclata. Does it not look precious? The way this one rooted was actually insane. I had it just sitting in water and it had like this humongous massive net of roots. You can kind of see like how the aerial roots are. So that grew out while it was still on the plant inside the cabinet, but it's a little bit crazy, but it's just so cute. It's so like thick, and it's got this like powdery matte finish. And look how round and cute those leaves are. It's so precious. I don't know if people really care about pachyclata. I think they are more into the variegated ones, either the inner or outer variegated, whatever is more rare right now. But I think the green one is just so cute because it's like just pastel and round and... Okay, so this one I will say actually grows really fast. This one and Velosa grows the fastest. I feel like out of everything that I've shown you today, these two are the fastest. Like I had a little, not a small mother plant. I purchased this plant from Jing, and then it sprouted off like 3 different vines that all reached like maybe like 2 feet in length over the course of like a year and a half. This one is, oh, this one is also Hoya SPH, but looks a little bit different. This one was grown a little bit farther from the light. Like you'll recall the previous one, where did it go? The previous one had that purple sunstress, so this one is lower light. Look how pretty this leaf is. It's so dark and matte. Dumpster light. This one is Hoya vitellinoides. This leaf would have been grown in lower light, not the lowest light, but I find when it grows in low light, it's like dark green. The veining is very, very almost invisible, and they're just humongous leaves. So this one is like medium light, and the highlight one are more like light green with more prominent like striking venation. This is kind of a weird Hoya, and I don't think people really care about this one. So hopefully, like I don't even need much money for these. I wanted them kind of just out of the house, but there are definitely people who are looking for Hoyas constantly from Lauren, and she doesn't have a ton of Hoyas to offer. So I hope that those people are going to tune into the sale. This one is so cute. This one is, are you okay? Yeah, you're okay. This one is Hoya obovata variegated. It's so cute. It's so round and so juicy. This one is one of 2 cuttings. The other one I potted up. I think I'm gonna keep it for myself. It's like a little bit more like dense, like more leaves, but this one also is very cute, and I think that it grew in really nicely, except for this leaf is a little bit stunted because I think it was developing when I chopped it. It's not the most high variegation, but it does have like some splash. I mean, I think it's really beautiful. Lauren also has a variegated obovata, which I don't know if she still has it, but hers is more variegated, and it's so cool because you see how there's like this cream color, and there's also like lime green where there's like more green layered in with the variegated like layers of the leaf. So hers just covers more of the leaf, and it almost has this like camouflage looking pattern. I guess some people might call that tricolor. But if the variegation increases, like this plant could also get that. So that is all of the Hoyas. Aroid wise, I don't know if Lauren will want to sell this tomorrow. I took a bunch of fresh cuttings, so let's do you first. I took the top off of my Monstera Esqueleto. Let me just help you unfurl a little bit. Honestly, this plant, I moved it into my living room, and then it's probably just a phase, but I'm so into anthuriums right now, I kind of neglected this plant, and then it grew past the pole and it started getting a little leggy. So I think it's better that this plant goes to somebody else, at least the top, and I can start over with the bottom that's like rooted into the pond. But this is basically a fresh cutting with some like aerial roots forming. So there's that one, and then I got two mid cuts, this one and this one. Like again, just some aerial roots, so not much going on. I don't know that Lauren has Monstera Esqueleto propping. Some of these will make it into the live sale. Some of them we're just gonna go in the shop or on the website, because last I checked, she had 250 plants prepped for the sale. And I don't think that was the end of it. I'm almost certain that's way more than we had last time for the Tropicals live sale. So I don't know if we're gonna have time to get through all these plants. And then I have this big old cup of Syngonium Chia Pens. This is a plant I have never ever shown on this channel. I have a Chia Pens that I've been growing for like 2 years or so, something like that. It grew so tall, it's probably like up to here, or it was like up to here on me, and it just kind of just like a super easy plant. This is the only Syngonium, oh no, I own two Syngoniums. This is the only Syngonium like I voluntarily own. Yeah, and it grew so well, but I don't have room for it anymore. I was trying to like clear some space in my living room because I wanted to put that new Dracaena I got, the Reflexa, just kind of tidy things up. So I chopped it into 1, 2, 3, wait. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus I have another one downstairs, 9 leaves, and it's rooting so fast. I cut this 3 days ago, and check out these juicy roots that are just forming in water. It's such an easy plant. If you just like a nice, like dark, luscious, velvety, not velvety. What do you call this texture? It's like leathery. Pardon me if you don't like leather, but it does feel like lambskin, like a really nice quality lambskin. It has that really buttery feeling. I don't know if it's worth selling as a fresh cutting. Maybe someone wants it as a fresh cutting, because like, I don't know, it's such an easy rooter. And then the last one, a top cutting of my, well, what Charmaine calls my Angry Gloriosum. This is my first Gloriosum, I think. And this was what I think is a dark form. So there's like white veins form. I don't know, it's definitely different from the dark form, but it is really dark. And the veins kind of like glow. This one I find really difficult to size up. The biggest I've ever gotten it was only like slightly bigger than this leaf. Like whereas my other Gloriosum, I have like leaves like this big, but it always has this like very like angry, menacing look. Charmaine has a piece of this plant. I'm gonna pop a photo here, and she just says that this plant looks like it's gonna murder her. So I've had this rooting in my kitchen for like a month at least. It started crawling out of the pot, so I just like stuck a little cup of water underneath the part that had crawled out of the pot, and that's this. So like all these roots here were grown inside that cup of water, and I just made this like very random batch of pon. It's kind of like when you put together a quick meal with all the leftovers in your fridge. I just had like some extra pumice, I had extra random bits of like perlite, I had some of the party pon that Charmaine goes on about from, what is the name of that shop? I'm gonna put the name right here. I had like my last bit of lechuza pon, so I just threw it all into a bin, and it looks like this. It's very pretty actually. Oh, I also got deli cups. I've been wanting more deli cups for planting specifically like anthuriums in no drainage with like a leca at the bottom. What I've been enjoying a lot, like tree fern and then leca at the bottom, or like all pond. Those are my two preferred potting media right now for anthuriums. I've been just like kind of like feeling out who has free deli cups for me for the past month. Like everyone I know who works at a coffee shop, bakery, I'm like, so like, do you guys use deli cups? Like, would you notice if like a sleeve of deli cups disappeared? But then no one seems to like order these very regularly, and I get why. Like if you don't sell anything in deli cups, you're just using it as containers, like basically Tupperware for ingredients, and you go through a case really slowly, so you barely ever have to order them. So I just went ahead and ordered them off Amazon. This is like the extra strong one. I could definitely get them for cheaper per cup from a supplier called Uline, but I'd be getting like 500 or 1,000 of them at a time, and I don't have enough people to share this with. So there's 24 of this size, and there's 24 of ones that are like this tall, and the short ones are perfect to be like a reservoir if you're using a drainage pot, but you want to keep a reservoir. Just to show you what I mean, it's like this. So I just repotted my UPI, my very sad UPI. I thought it was rooted, but it had a massive amount of rot in the roots, and that's why it lost all its leaves. Every time it grew a leaf, it would drop a leaf, like just clean, like the green leaf would just fall off right at the base of the petiole. It wouldn't yellow or anything, it was just like gone. So I just repotted this yesterday into tree fern, and I didn't have any leca left, so I just used pon at the bottom. But this is exactly what I'm going to use the short ones for. I don't know how I got on this topic. This has nothing to do with tomorrow's sale, but if I remember, I'm going to link those deli cups in the description. I kind of ran it by my baker friend. I was like, is this a bad deal? Like, is this really expensive? And I kind of did a rough calculation on like how much I'd be paying per cup, and if I were to buy a huge one, it'd be like hundreds of dollars plus like a massive amount of shipping. So I feel like it kind of was similar to buying it in huge bulk amounts. So I'll link that if you guys are interested, but it'll be a Canadian link, unfortunately. But also I'm sure if you're in the States, you can probably get this for way cheaper because everything's cheaper in the States. So that's what's going on in this video. Gonna bring these plants to Northshore Tropicals. Charmaine's gonna pick me up in the morning, so that means another car chat segment. A couple of days ago, I asked you guys on Instagram to send us topics on what to chat about in the car. I was specifically looking for like juicy topics, and you guys always come through with juicy topics. So we'll work through a few of those, but what we don't get through tomorrow, I will be saving those questions for a future repot video with Charmaine. And then I haven't been to the shop in like weeks, so I'll show you what's new there, provided it's not like chaos. And we'll do the sale, and then we're gonna meet my Anthurium Queen of Hearts that's from Tazula, and yeah, we'll just see how the day goes. But the next time you see me, we'll be in Charmaine's car, so see you tomorrow. We're rolling.
We're rolling. There might be a little bit of movement because I usually like
rested on that thing.
Yeah. Oh, ow, my goodness, suffocating in these jeans.
Oh, me too. I'm breaking in
leggings?
a brand new pair of jeans.
They look spanking new.
Yeah. Every year I have to buy a new pair of these jeans because they wear out, and I get holes in the pockets and the holes in the knees.
What brand is it?
Denim Forum, like Aritzia brand.
She's rich. She's a rich girl.
I don't like to go into the stores anymore. I just like to online shop.
Just know what you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
This morning was chaotic.
Yeah. Well, for you it was, oh my God, there's a car coming.
Oh, 2 buses, okay.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Alice's life is on the line here, people.
I'm trying to think of the questions because I didn't send them to Charmaine, and then I did screenshot them and I read through them. Oh, there's one really juicy one.
Ooh, I want to answer that one. Is it gonna get us canceled?
Yeah.
One of these days we're gonna say something and they're gonna be like, they're done.
Yeah.
It's the end of the Sherman Alvin show.
So I don't think anyone's wanting to be revealed who asked these questions. I'm gonna keep this anonymous.
No, we're gonna keep it all anonymous. I don't even know who asked the questions. So it's all forehead. Jeez Louise, it's all 5 head, man.
You're so lit. Oh, I'm really blind. That's why.
I'm illuminated.
It's okay, I'll be in the darkness. So imagine this question in all caps. Okay.
Dang.
Grow pole drama, original or not, please God.
Oh man, that one's juicy.
So, shall we recap what the grow pole drama is? Because, like, I think the majority of people watching this aren't gonna know because they're probably not screenshotting these and sharing them frantically.
Yeah. And you know what? It's fine that we talk about it because they talked about it very publicly, very recently.
That's true.
So it's not like it's all just us, you know, speculating. Like, it was very public not too long ago. So yeah, go ahead and recap them.
Okay, so if you are on Instagram, if you follow like the products that are being pushed, the D-shaped, like enclosed clear plastic moss pole made by Grow Thickly, for the last at least year they've been marketing like support original, like they're the original maker of that style of moss pole. There's also another company called Grow Vertical in Australia, and they claim that they're the original, and then they didn't copy Grow Thickly, but then Grow Thickly did this whole story about how they copied their design and they're patenting it, and like bashing. Well, they didn't call out Grow Vertical.
None of them called each other out directly, but everyone knows who they were talking about.
Yeah, because they were referencing specific things that the other had said and claims that they had made about their competition, like saying they're greenwashing, like pretending that this is a very eco-friendly product when it's
like not really.
Yeah. Am I getting it right?
Yeah, no, you are. And the reason that we know that they're talking about each other is because these stories were up on their Instagrams at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's not like, you know, one posted one and then one posted another and now we're just like, oh, maybe they're talking about each other. The stories were up at the exact same time. So yeah, that's the gist of that. But going all the way back to 2019, when did we first see a D-shaped moss pole, which was not Grow Vertical and not
it was a homemade DIY.
It was a homemade DIY pole from a few people that we follow in Singapore. And we, like, you know, we're analyzing their photos and like zooming in, like seeing how it was constructed and stuff because it was so cool. So that's where we first saw it. That's where we originally saw it, because like we both don't follow the moss pole companies and never did. But we do follow the same people in Singapore, and they were using these homemade poles. So
I can only assume that they're homemade. I remember, because it has to be homemade, because I remember when Ponstika posted it, and I think he took it off of his highlights. I don't know why, but he had his Majestic on this like pole, and it had like a U-shaped like pipe background, and then what looked like plastic like square netting on the front. And then he was telling people like, this is how you use it, and this is like the substrate that I use inside. And that was the first time I had ever heard of tree fern fiber, because he did like an Aroid mix with tree fern fiber, and the tree fern fiber like binds it a little bit and allows water to go through. And he was saying how like this style of pole allows your plant to grow like more terrestrial roots, and then when you take it apart it all just falls off, and it's really easy to like chop up your plant and you have an established root system. So like I was in love with that design from that day on, and I wish he didn't delete it because I wanted to show you guys screenshots. But that was, I think, maybe late 2020. Maybe Grow Thickly and Grow Vertical existed then, but they were maybe new. I don't know the timeline. So this part, I guess, is speculation.
Because I didn't even know Grow Thickly existed until the people that we follow started using those poles.
Right,
the original
in place
people.
Of like the DIY version.
Yeah, and so that's where we're like, oh, then, you know, someone just created one that you can assemble, and I thought it was pretty cool. And I had never even heard of Grow Vertical, but Grow Vertical is claiming, based on the stories, that they were around a year before Grow Thickly even created their poles.
Oh, did they say that?
Yeah, okay. They said that because it was, remember, they were like, oh, 3 years in the making, and then Grow Thickly was like 2 years in the making. So it like insinuates that Grow Thickly or Grow Vertical was around back in like 2019, whereas Grow Thickly was more 2020.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So there are, and I won't call these people out. I mean, not calling them out. I'm not going to name them, but there are people who have said, and it's not from either of these companies, just like random Instagram people that say that Grow Vertical is the original. I don't know. It's because like these people just don't like Grow Thickly,
Yeah.
and like they've rubbed them the wrong way somehow.
But here's my thing. Because I've owned multiple businesses, and when you go into business, you have to assume that the market is going to do what it does, that capitalism does what it does. Someone's always going to try to make something similar. If they see there's money there, they're going to make it. Nobody has, you know, the loyalty to, oh, the product's already made, I'm not going to try and, you know, capitalize on that market. They will. That's just how it works. I'm not saying it's right. You know, I had a swimwear business before, crochet swimwear, and Shein and Romwe, they literally took my design, my product shots, and they sold it on their website for like literally a fraction of what I was making mine for, and I couldn't do shit about it. Like I couldn't do anything about it. But it's like when I went into business, I knew that could potentially happen. So I don't know, I kind of feel like both companies are just like taking it way too personally.
Well, I feel like one is probably the instigator, and then the other one's like responding, to defend themselves.
I mean, because someone had to start the drama, I feel.
Right.
And it's like, you know, obviously they both have the same product line, but the market is big enough for the both of them to exist.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like the ones that Lauren sells are not the original design. It's not exactly a copy. There are differences, like in the way that the front looks, like it's honeycomb versus like square, or like versus like that diagonal kind of, you know, lines. But it's the same concept, and like Lauren doesn't claim that it's the original, and it's not. But the fact is that if I was to try to buy a Grow Thickly pole, it would cost so much.
Yeah.
It's just cost prohibitive for a lot of people. So, you know, you have the Asian market, you have the Australian market, you have like the North American market, the European market, and you can't really presume that you're going to capture all of that unless your operations are humongous. And your prices
match. That's just the bottom line, is that if people can't afford your product, they're gonna find it somewhere cheaper. You know what I mean? Like that's just how life works.
Yeah. But the question, I guess, is like, who's the original? I don't know.
I have no clue.
I don't know.
It's all speculation. It's not like we were around back when both of them first started and we were both very aware of who they were. It all kind of happened after they were already like present online. So no
and I
clue.
think like if it was possible to even like definitively say who was the original or not, someone would have said it already with receipts.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they could have popped up around the same exact time. You know,
and they might have all, I mean, we think that they both copied that DIY design that we saw coming from Singapore.
Right. What if that DIY design was Grow Thickly though? Like a first prototype kind of thing. But see, this is all speculation. We have no clue.
We just find it like childish.
It really is. Like, I don't know.
Oh, you stay in here.
Okay. Sorry, this thing is bouncing around like crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know who the original is. I just know that the drama is really, really petty. And if there's anything I've learned from owning a business and from being self-employed now, essentially as like, you know, we're small creators who are in a really saturated market. If you focus too much of your time worrying about what other people are doing, the quality of your own creative, you know, methods or your creative process,
you start to spiral.
You start to spiral, and it's not a good look. It's not good for you mentally, and it's, you know, just literally worry about what you're doing. I moved to here.
No, stay here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always
And then
get
you
so
just
confused here.
pass this intersection and you get into the right.
I see. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say about that. Both of us have never used a grow thickly or grow vertical pole. We wanted to try it from like in the beginning, but we already knew that the price point wasn't what was within our means. It's not like we had a personal vendetta against them. It's just too expensive, plus shipping costs and stuff, import fees into Canada if there was going to be any. So it just wasn't feasible for us.
Yeah. Even like, I think he probably is opening up distributors in the States and maybe Canada. I know he's selling through Amazon, but
yeah,
like I still can I prefer actually Lauren's poles design.
I like Lauren's.
And they're not actually like exclusive to Lauren. You'll see them like from different sellers.
Once companies like Alibaba start making them, you guys, it's kind of
game over.
Like anybody is gonna be able to just order from them
for really cheap.
So it's not even like, oh, Lauren copied whatever. Like, no, she's a plant shop. She needs plant products. She's gonna buy the products that are the most cost efficient for her. So if that's the route she goes, I mean, she didn't design it. It's just you basically order from a catalog. And
she doesn't brand them like North Shore Tropical Poles.
Exactly. So, I mean, I don't know. At this point, who cares who the original is? The products are already out there, and there's a million more on the market now. Everyone's like 3D printing their own or getting their own made or buying overseas. I think it's like pride at this point. It's not even about like the sales anymore. It's more so like the pride. And I get what it's like to like put your heart into something that
you actually have original
and you created. Yeah, I understand what that's like, and I understand what it's like to be completely like ripped off seemingly overnight. It doesn't feel great. I'm not saying that I have no like sympathy for them, but
if you think about it though, there are so many products that one person did the original and then other people start to do it, and then all they really do is like the original thing, and then people just like, it's very neutral. It's just like it's factual, but when you're like attacking other people, that's where it becomes like a little bit tasteless.
Yeah,
like I'm just thinking of like like those Himalayan yak chews, which is like a cheese stick for dogs. And then there's one company that's like the original Himalayan yak chew, but they're not like going around attacking people. That like they're not trying to stop other people from selling Himalayan yak chews.
Yeah, exactly. And so this is like nothing personal to either of the grow pole companies, but I guess it's more so just like a word of advice from a complete outsider,
just a consumer
in general. It's just not a good look to like put your business out there like that and just straight up like bash the other person or talk crap, like it's just don't do it. Just focus on yourself.
Yep. I'm trying to think of what else was there. There's like a lot of like not so juicy ones.
We can go juicy, not juicy.
Oh, here's a not juicy, but food for thought.
Okay.
Where do you see your collection in 5 years, and like what's the end game?
In 5 years, I think I'm still gonna have spider mites.
I'll still have mealy bugs as well. I'll still have spider mites. I hope in 5 years my collection is smaller than it is right now.
That's a good goal. I think it really just depends on where I am in life.
Where you live, because you're probably not going to live in this current apartment.
Like I'm realistic in that if I want to own property at some point, I'm gonna have to like downsize or like live somewhere where it's not as nice as where I live.
Right.
So I'm not always gonna have the light situation that I have. I might not even have a plant room at some point. Like I am very aware that what I have right now is like a luxury kind of beyond my means, and I'm just kind of riding that wave till I gotta get off of it. So in 5 years, I just hope that I at least have all of the ones that I really, really love, like Tortum and my Glorious or Beauty, those kinds of plants. And I hope in 5 years that my pest thing just isn't a year-round thing. Because before I used to get it like spring and summer, and then fall and winter it was like really chill. I'd maybe have the occasional fungus gnat, but now it's just all year. I'm going on like year 3 now of fighting these pests year-round. It's exhausting.
Yeah.
So that's my goal, and that's all I have to say about that.
My goal, I think, I don't know if I'm going to live in my current house by then. The goal is to move to the UK within the next 5 years. So, like, I pretty much won't have barely any of my plants. Like, I've thought about, like, how I'm going to get my plants there, like, my plant that I cannot let go of. And, like, someone on the other side is going to have to get an import permit and basically, like, import it for me. Or, like, my boyfriend's going to have to set up an import permit because he's a citizen. But starting over might be like a healthy thing, like a forced restart.
Yeah.
But the end goal for me, I think, is to have a manageable size collection where I have enough space that these plants can actually get big without me freaking out about it. Because right now it's just way too crowded. When a plant gets humongous, I'm just like chop it back down because I don't have the space, and they don't have the space to thrive.
Yeah.
So if I have like select spots, I don't know, I love a sunroom in my future house, and that would be my plant room, I think.
Yeah. It's gonna be so weird when you move.
It will be so weird in so many ways.
What the hell are we gonna do?
I don't know. You can move to the UK.
I'm good. Good. I'll come visit you.
You can live your teen mom.
Teen mom fantasies.
Yeah.
Just divorce Vince, have a baby by myself, apply for teen mom.
Yeah. Oh no, have a baby and then divorce. And then it's just the teen part that you have to.
I mean, oh look, I look like a teen in this lighting.
I know.
Look,
how come why is it so smooth?
I don't know. God, look at our skin, we're glowing. No, but for real, why do I look like a cartoon?
We look like
you look like a child.
You look like a child.
I'm a teen. Not a child, I'm a teen. I want another juicy question.
Okay. Juicy.
You gotta dig
one was like, do you guys ever argue?
Oh, remember that one time? Just kidding. Okay, seriously? I mean, I'm sure there have maybe been times where like I like ticked her off or like annoyed her, but like we've never gotten into like an argument, like a fight.
Yeah, because I've been sitting on this question for longer, and I was like trying to think of a time when we did argue, and I'm sure that I would remember it if we had an actual argument.
Because then how do like I would feel like I would remember the thought process of like, okay, how do we get out of this?
Yeah, I think we have argued many times in your dreams.
Oh, for sure.
Right? She has this
oh my god, Dream Alice is so mean. She hates me.
Well, Dream Charmaine like breaks my stuff.
I'm a nuisance. I really am. I straight up like knocked over her entire Millsbow. Yeah. But she overreacted. She overreacted. It was an accident.
Okay, so in her dream, she was like riling Huxley up, and she was like playing with him, and then like I guess together they like smashed into my Millsbow, and then like all the glass broke, and then my overreaction was like, it's fine, okay, don't, like, just leave me alone, I'm just gonna clean it up. And she's trying to help me clean it up, and
she's like, don't touch it.
So sorry for overreacting. But we never argue, and I was like, maybe that's just like a sign that maybe, because you know how they say like a healthy relationship, you can just argue and get over it, but we never argue.
Yeah, you know, the thing. We've never, I don't even think we've had like a slight disagreement.
Well, no, just like we disagree on stuff, but it's not like a disagreement.
Not like
no one's getting like emotional about it.
Yeah, like I feel like Walmart croissants are superior, and she'll be like,
because that's because
a real croissant?
Yeah, no, I don't think she's ever had a real croissant.
Yeah, so those are like the types of disagreements that we have, but it's not like I get all like balanced, you know.
Yeah, we don't really get all that emotionally invested, but I actually feel like it's maybe just our personalities.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're more of a fighter than I am. I
Oh, for
really
sure.
don't like conflict. I think it's like I actually think it's a personality flaw of mine, where if there is conflict, I just shut down and I run away.
That's sad.
I know.
Here's the thing. I don't enjoy conflict, but I am
Feisty.
feisty. But my biggest flaw is that when I'm angry, I cry. So it makes me look weak. And it's not because I'm sad. I'm just so like, you know.
There's too much bubbling up.
Yeah, and then it comes out in the form of tears. But when I'm sad, I don't cry. Like, I can't remember the last time that I like sobbed and sobbed and sobbed because I was sad. I cry because I'm angry. And it just makes me feel like a little biatch because I'm like trying to be all like tough and step up to you and I'm freaking crying. Idiot. I just don't really know what there would be to argue with Alice about. Like, what should we argue about?
And like, I don't think there's like think about all the friends you've had in the past and whether you would actually fight with them on anything.
Well, I have another best friend, and we have gotten into arguments before. We've gotten into like a big one where we didn't talk for
and what would they be about? Like, did someone do something to the other person that
it was messy because she did a project for my boss, and then my boss didn't pay her, and it just got really, really bad. We had to go to court and everything. I mean, we got over it, but that was
why would you, like, are you on her side in that?
No, I wasn't, but you know, she was just kind of peeved that like I'm basically the one that got her into this situation because I was like the middle person, and I was like, no, I thought my boss was going to be good for the money, and then all of a sudden she's like, no, I don't want to pay her.
What? Oh, she actually refused.
Yeah, we had to go to court to get her to pay.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
So that's like that was our biggest fight. But I have another best friend who I've been friends with since I was like 13. We have never even once gotten into even the slightest disagreement. So like us, and I've known her forever. And I don't know,
my other best friend, we've never like actually fought that I can remember, but like I had old ex-best friend, and we didn't even really fight about it. We just like I cut her out of my life because she did something real shady. Yeah,
that's swift. I mean, sometimes it calls for that.
She basically was hiding the fact that she was like in love with my boyfriend. So so I was like, okay, we're done.
I thought you were gonna say in love with you.
No.
She was in love with your boyfriend?
Like she was like going out of her way to like sabotage things and like try to drum up like that this other guy was like interested in me and I was interested in him. Like it just wasn't all this like fabrications, and I was like, why are you doing this stuff? Oh, that's why. Okay.
She wanted
so we don't talk anymore.
For herself. You should have sent her this.
Before you was
Can you read it? They can read it. Look at his little tushy.
The tan lines.
Okay, so we
we're
need to
at
get
Starbucks.
our coffee. Should we just go in?
Let's see what food is available, because I'd rather not order in person if I can help it. Okay, be right back.
Herb. I am not parking here.
No, that's
too small.
That's too small. Even for my car,
that's too small. Okay.
You can't park there.
No. What do I do? So we tried to come to this sale to help you, Lauren, but we didn't have parking. My only hope is to squeeze, but someone's gonna hit my freaking car.
Jeez.
No.
It's
so small. If we keep circling, do you think one will magically appear?
Maybe.
This is bad. We've never not been able to find parking.
Yeah.
I could park. You know what? We're gonna have to. There's no choice.
Where?
I'm gonna cross $10. There's a street there.
Oh, okay. Okay, so the last question we're gonna get through today is thoughts on people who feel entitled to other people's collections. So like there's I guess a whole spectrum of people like this.
Yes.
Where like they're, oh, you can't park here, but you can park in.
Yeah, I think I can go in front of him.
Okay, good.
Can I go like all the way down there?
I think you go here, yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't say you can.
Watch, my car is gone when we get back.
I think there's the classic one where people get mad that people even charge money for plants.
Yeah.
Or that some plants are more pricey than others, and then they're like, well, just grows. And then the classic line is, plants are for sharing.
Especially if it's like someone's personal collection.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't understand why anyone feels like they're entitled to those plants. Kind of I feel like it goes along the same lines of like when I do things to my plants on my channel and people get really worked up about it. I just feel like there's this weird, I don't know.
But then there's also people who got mad at me for giving plants away or throwing plants away.
Guys,
like they're like, oh, I would just sell, like it's so easy just to like sell it, and I'm really busy too. And I'm like,
but it's hard to even give away plants in our market. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we put up a free section.
Free majestic, free glorious. No one wanted
it. Don't want it.
And it's not even like they'd have to pick up. It's like at our pickups, it's already there.
They could just peruse a little pile of free stuff.
Nobody wanted the majestics. Nobody wanted the glorious. No one wanted the epi albo. So it's not like we're just like, oh yeah, let's just throw it away. It's just like, what the heck are we supposed to do with these plants as they grow? I like that we completely veered off. Now we're not talking about.
Oh yeah, we went to the opposite side. We have every right to throw away our plants.
If somebody has like, I don't know, a plant that's, I guess, considered rare and they only sell to like their friends or people they know, there's this whole like thing about like, you know, just why isn't it more affordable? Like, why doesn't everybody get the chance to buy it? And like the truth is, like, nobody is entitled to anybody's plant. Yeah, anything, no matter how much you want it. And I think it's weird to like even make someone feel guilty about that.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of a little bit more like the times that we live in, where we're so used to instant gratification. When we want something, we have access to it. Like it's the age of Amazon and you can get it the next day. Like nobody even wants to wait a week for shipping anymore.
I know.
So I think we've been nurtured to feel this way.
And like conditioned.
Yeah, like we have just the ability to get things like at the snap of a finger.
Yeah.
When we're basically told no. Essentially,
they
like some people don't know how to handle it.
What?
Yeah. Have you ever felt like someone was like entitled to your collection? I've had things where like we had a purge, and then it's not really the same thing, but they're like, well, can I get some free plants?
Oh.
Or like any free plants, anything for free. Can you throw in some free plants?
I've seen that.
And I tell them no, I don't have anything for free.
Yeah.
And then they're like, are you sure? Nothing for free?
Well, I have had one person that bought like a plant for me and then was like, do you have anything else that you're selling, since I'm already going out there? And then I told them what I had, and then so they bought a bunch of things and were like, okay, well, since I am getting all this, like, can you discount it? But it's like, you're the one that asked if I had more. I wasn't really saying like, it would be different. It's like, oh, if you buy more, then I'll give you like a good price. It was like, you were the one that was like, can I buy something else to like basically make it worth my trip out there?
And now you want it to be even cheaper.
Yeah.
It's not a box of donuts.
Exactly.
It's like just it's just a hobbyist selling
It's not
plants,
Costco. You know? So that's how I feel about it. I don't know if that makes us sound bitchy, but I don't know. I don't feel entitled to anybody's collection or anybody's plants the same way I don't feel like anyone should feel entitled to mine.
Yeah. I don't even feel entitled to her collection.
Same.
Yeah. Like no matter how close I am to someone, I'm not entitled to any of their stuff.
Yeah, like if like she gets a cool plant, I'm not like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for you to cut that for me. You know what I mean? Like it's not like that. I feel like there has to be like a certain level of like respect. Like if she wants to cut it later, or if she's the one that offers, then that's great, but not like.
But even if like Charmaine got a really cool plant and she propagated it, I feel like we all internally feel a bit of like conflict if we want to sell it because we need to make money, because I would feel like obligation to like offer it for free to my friends first because I know they want the plant. Like speaking from my side, if you had a plant that I wanted but you needed the money, I would want you to sell it for the money.
But I think we're very vocal about that. because we're always very vocal all the time about how broke we are or if we're like okay. So it's like, you know, if I think it happened recently, Jing had a plant that we both wanted, but she had like all these expenses, the poly. So we were like, you should sell it, like you should purge it. Like, of course we would want it, and she was just basically giving it to us, but we were like, no, you should sell it, you know? And I feel like you're pretty good about that too, where you're like, I'm not gonna accept it, or I'm not gonna accept it for any less than like what you would have sold it or something.
Right, yeah, and you are too.
I just transfer money very late, because I say I'll transfer and then I forget.
No, but no, I don't think you are.
Really? I
think we would forget about the little things. Like if I owed you $5, you owe Jing $5. Like we forget about these things, and then like, oh crap, I need to send these things to you, or like a long tab. Anyways, we're getting way off topic.
Oh my god, it's like 12 o'clock.
Yeah, we need to go.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Yeah, no one's entitled to anything, and if you feel like you are entitled to people's collections just because plants grow, don't expect that people are going to agree with you. But I don't feel like any of those people are really watching this video.
I don't think so either. I feel like everyone who watches us, the majority of them, like we're just all on the same wavelength, which is amazing.
You guys are awesome. Okay, we're going to go into the shop now.
You're filming in there?
I'll film a little bit, yeah. Okay. And we're going to eat our sandwiches now. So hungry.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
See how long you'll hold it for.
I'm here all day.
It's like when you take a photo or you're taking a video of someone's like, and they're just posing and posing and posing. Pose like you think it's a boomerang.
Did you get it? Did you get it?
Oh no, not yet. Okay. Keep going. Okay, I got it. Okay. Pappy. Look at the back.
Wowzers. Wow.
Red. Wowzers trousers.
Wowzers trousers.
Look at this. Oh, it's pushed a leaf already. I told you.
What is it?
I told you, my dark phoenix.
In your dress?
It was like kind of broken, right? The petiole was broken.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute.
Look, so fast.
Wow, Lauren, I hate you.
2 leaves in. No, it's this plant. This one, I can say is this plant. The others, it's Lauren.
It's true.
Her freaking
Wait,
babies.
show the big one. This guy.
Yeah.
Gotta do a head test. Oh no.
I'm so mad.
That's huge. What the heck?
I have this plant from the same seed batch, and the leaves are like that big.
Listen. Okay.
There's no tricks.
Damn you.
There's no tricks. It's just
she's holding.
It's humid in here.
And she's holding something.
Yeah, it is
back.
really humid.
She's using something and she's not telling us.
Tent is humid.
Look, show this one,
Carla Bevap. Holy crap! It's so big. It's so much bigger than mine. Mine is. Oh.
It's so much bigger than mine too. Because mine is.
This has like that perverted red spider vibes.
This looks like an inverted butthole.
What do they call what's that thing that happens to people when
A hernia.
yeah, and their butthole turns inside out?
It's like when you get a jelly bean on your butthole.
There's a gaping hole in this spot. So pretty.
Oh my gosh, the pink on it.
These little speckles is Endol, miticide.
Yeah.
Careful with miticide.
Careful. Okay, someone's gonna slippity do on these.
It's like in Home Alone.
Whoa.
Wait. Let me get you doing it. You look so athletic. With
I am. I was a volleyball player.
Okay, so these are the sale plans. Does
So
this not
many.
look legit? This looks as full as one of those Equigenera.
Are we in Ecuador?
I know.
Or
Are we in Ecuador? Yeah, it's actually, look, my hair was so curly when we started. What happened?
I don't know why you didn't put your hair up today.
I need to put my hair up, and then I have to put this little mushroom.
Her mushroom lapel mic.
Yeah, it looks like.
Go for it. Go for it. I think that one's oh my goodness.
Is this Gigi? Yeah. Look how black this is. Ooh wee.
Disgusting. Disgusting.
How's that gonna ship?
Not my problem. That sounds like a Lauren problem.
Yeah, it
to
sounds
me.
like an Anna problem, actually.
An Anna problem.
So this is Anthurium land for the most part.
Shipping the big ones.
Little king of spades.
They're so cute. They're so tiny and baby.
They're so cute. Lauren went ham
She like
on the
did not
plants.
fuck around.
I need to find these treasures.
These troves of treasures.
There's RA5s.
There's a Doriac Lux and a Wendling.
Are you guys hearing this?
And a Sarah Michelle.
Oh, Pluton. This is from Space Hijau. So what's Pluton the hybrid of?
Dark form.
No.
X1.
Yeah.
X1.
X1 dark form. Basically.
What's
hybrid.
dark form?
Just a hybrid of half.
Oh, okay.
He calls it.
Wowza.
Oh. Where's Zara Michelle?
He said.
Who said?
Jose. Said.
Zara Michelle.
Are you tricking us?
No, right there in the little bin. And a Doriac Lux.
My god. That's gonna sell fast.
This sale is gonna be so much fun.
Litty.
Oh, this is a Jose plant. Dorayaki Lux. They're
This
so
one's
round.
cute. I want it. Damn you.
Give it to me.
Damn you.
These are more poppies, I guess. Oh, this begonia.
Oh yeah.
This is Chlorosticta. So pretty.
It's cute. Is it fuzzy?
Like velvety-ish?
There's a green and a red, and that one's green.
Oh,
cute.
okay. Chlorosticta green.
And there's a linoleum.
I love
Are these Dorayakis?
Teriyaki silver. Oh, look how round it is.
Look at this new
You
leaf.
could eat some noodles out of that thing.
$85.
That's a good price.
Dang it. No, we can't buy any plants for our
I
vacation.
know. We're so
As we
poor.
buy grass.
Yeah. Dang it.
I didn't say that we
What's
make.
this guy?
Oh,
It's a round
wait, this
boy.
looks like. What's this? Oh, like Indo Hoff X, kind of,
It's so round.
and bowl shaped,
It's like a dorayaki.
but without the silver.
Yeah.
Wow, look how dense this is with cute leaves.
I love being in Ecuador.
We should come here more
I
often.
know. Got some.
Variegated violin. I really like how it hardens to this silvery color.
I never noticed that.
It's pretty.
It's like a silver sword.
But it's like, this is the kind of plant that is like Jing's cup of tea.
Oh, yeah.
Not necessarily ours.
I'm pretty sure she sold a few of those, didn't she?
She bought it last year, I think. Where's the
It's so cute.
Amanda? Oh, here's
Oh boy.
an
Oh boy.
Queen of Hearts.
Yummy. $2.25. That's a good price, guys. Canadian. For all
It's
you
already in soil.
Americans. Is it root? I think it's, yeah.
Yum yum.
It's already
There's
in
two of
soil.
them. Tazula's not selling plants right now. Like they kind of shut down their shop. So if you're looking for one, too bad. The sale's already over by the time you see it. But you better not miss
So,
out next time.
That means you just have to call. Oh, look, there's more.
Oh yeah, there's more. 1, 2.
2, 3, 4.
Where's the RA5s? What is this?
Is it this one?
This is another Queen of Hearts.
Oh, wait. Where is that? Okay. I don't know what that
The heck is that? What is this?
Oh, she's dark.
Oh, Raven Soul. So that's Crystal Lux.
Oh, I have that.
Yeah.
So cute and round.
It's so dark.
Show the other leaf. The other leaf is so cute.
This one?
Oh, no,
No?
it was that one. I guess.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
Look how strappy these guys are.
What is this? Oh, Pluton.
Oh, Pluton.
What the
I
heck?
need one of these Plutons.
Happy Hybrid.
What about this one? Oh, no, it's not it. Poppy hybrid.
The fuck? What the?
What the fuck?
One of those parrots. What the?
What the? I want one of these. Blue cap red spider.
Where is this RA5 that you speak of?
She's a liar.
Right there.
Can see it from here.
Want money?
Right there.
You guys are pointing in different directions.
RA5s are there.
Oh, here.
Right there.
Oh. 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 Wowzers trousers. That's a really good price, actually.
Put that on a shirt. Wowzers trousers. Blue cap.
Dark Phoenix, Anthurium Indoport. Ooh.
It kind of looks like a pinkly eye. The one that
Crystal
we-
pinkly eye?
crystal
Yeah, because it
pinkly
has
eye.
that like blushed,
Yeah.
orangey, like sunset look. Oh, this is RA5 Swamp Money
Aww,
from Amanda and Paul.
Amanda. This is cute.
Oh, another silver special.
I love how bolete it is.
This
How
one is
pebbly
actually.
It is.
Oh shit.
Is yours this pebbly?
No, mine's more like this. No, this one's actually way more pebbly than mine.
So
Mine's.
pebbly.
I actually like this one way more. Yum
Dang it.
yum.
A McDowell. Ooh. Everyone needs
This
a
one's like a really
McDowell.
nice puffy one. They don't all come out like this.
I wouldn't mind if the McDowell just stayed this size all the time. Just new leaves
Yeah.
just stayed that size because
Well-
it's not as overwhelming.
So in all the excitement of the live sale plants, I so nearly forgot to show you guys this plant. So this is Anthurium Queen of Hearts. This is my plant. Lauren imported these from Tazula, and I'm so glad I got one before they shut down their shop for the summer. So Lauren is really kind to actually hold this in the shop for us while we're on vacation. Charmaine and I are planning to share this at some point, but I just took the plant first just because it's kind of small and it's going to need some growing out before it gets chopped. But I've mentioned in the past before that I've been like wanting this plant so badly ever since Amanda sent one, and that one is with Charmaine. So I'm incredibly glad to have one of my own, and I'll be able to bring it home after I get back from my vacation.
Put the code in the comment section if you'd like to buy that plant. And if you're the first person in the comments that we see on our end, you will get that plant. So just a friendly reminder, the chances of you showing up first on your end is almost 100%. So we will tell you if you've won. Jose is going to holler at everybody in the background. Jose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
The shipping cost, it's hard to give you an exact shipping cost because it varies depending on where you live. So the best thing that you can do is log in to the website, plug in all your information, just pop a plant in there, plug in all your information, and it'll show you estimates for shipping. And do keep in mind the shipping rate does include the phytosanitary and inspection costs. So it might look a little bit more expensive than you're used to, but keep in mind it's crossing a border and it's getting inspected, so it is going to be a little bit more. But we can send up to 12 plants in a box. We can combine with a friend just so you can save on shipping that way. Are there any more questions I'm seeing come in? No preview because we're starting now.
the aftermath. All the sold plants got chucked in here. Oh my gosh.
It's crazy.
That's a lot of plants.
It's crazy,
We
crazy.
finished in about 3 hours.
3 hours, 20 minutes.
And we were both so melted. Charmaine's shopping now.
You need this. It's $5.
Oh, I need like a... Oh, there's more plants up here.
Yeah.
All the little guys.
It's crazy.
I am so glad I'm not helping Lauren ship these. Good luck to you guys. This is gonna be a rough day of shipping. Okay, I'm gonna wrap up the vlog here. We're exhausted. We're gonna go get some lemonade and go home. I still have so
Take a
much stuff
shower.
to bring home. Do you have a lot of stuff to bring home? I have like a million plans to bring home.
Yeah, we gotta find a way to shove all her trees in my car.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, please remember to give it a thumbs up. And we will see you next week with another one. Maybe
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I think next week's video is gonna be another collab. So see you next week. Love you guys. Bye. Mwah.